Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Please remain standing. And gentlemen, we ask that you remove your hats as the Wheat Ridge Singers, under the direction of Mr. Ryan Placoris, perform the Wheat Ridge Alma Mater and the National Anthem. Thank you. If you could please remain standing, as we would like to take a moment of silence to remember farmers, friends, and family who are not with us today. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to ask Mr. Bill Blandone and Mr. Jeremy Chevron, assistant principals here at Wheat Ridge High School, to assist in the traditional robing of our student body officers, Alexandra Ansbacher, Grady Dietrich, and Olivia Spetnagel. During the Middle Ages, only clergy, church officials, and the educated had reading and writing skills. Therefore, the long robe became a mark of a learned person. Today, our graduates still wear caps and gowns, mail formal invitations to family and friends, and enter and leave the ceremony with great pomp and circumstance, while the assembled rise out of respect. Our faculty also takes part in the tradition, as they are also wearing gowns and hoods to represent their degrees of education. Those wearing hoods are displaying various colors, which represent their college or university and their field of study. Please join me in welcoming our senior senators, Alexandra Ansbacher, Grady Dietrich, and Olivia Spetnagel.
Families, friends, and especially members of the class of 2019, Welcome to the 120th Wheat Ridge High School Commencement Ceremony. We would like to begin this evening's ceremony by introducing our honored guests. We ask that you please hold all of your applause until all guests have been introduced. Guests, please stand and remain standing until all names have been read. Ms. Allie LaSalle, Jeffco Board of Education First Vice President. Mr. Scott Allensworth, Community Superintendent. Wheat Ridge Mayor, Mr. Bud Starker. Lakewood City Council Member, Mr. Charlie Abel. Mr. Josh Cooley, Wheat Ridge High School Principal. Mr. Bill Blandone, Mr. Jeremy Chevron, Ms. Margaret Pena Stanley, and Mr. Patrick Rock, Assistant Principals. Mr. Adam Googe, Honor Teacher. There's more. Ms. Lisa Burns, Counselor. Ms. Kaylin Cladle, Ms. Stephanie Rossi, Faculty Heralds. Zoe Terry and Zoe Welch, Senior Speakers. Finlay Larsen and Rory Seidel, Valedictorians. The Wheat Ridge High School faculty and staff. Mr. Charles Craig, Orchestra Director. Mr. Ryan Placoris, Choir Director. And representing the Wheat Ridge High School class of 1939, Ms. Lola Blevins. Ladies and gentlemen, our honored guests.
We are also pleased to have with us today our Wheat Ridge area principals who will be representing the Wheat Ridge feeder community. We would like to acknowledge them as well as the role their staffs have played in the lives of our graduating seniors. Again, please hold your applause until all names have been read. Ms. Cheryl Clay from Color Strand, Mr. Christopher Neville from Maple Grove, Mr. Tim Carlin from Peak Expeditionary at Pennington, Ms. Beverly Haney from Prospect Valley, Ms. TJ McManus from Stevens, Ms. Ann DiCola from Stober, Ms. Cheryl Borst from Vivian, Ms. Janice Fisher from Wilmore Davis, Mr. Jeff Gomez from Everett Middle School, and Ms. Gina Williams from Manning Middle School. On behalf of the graduating class, thank you for all you, your teachers, and staff have done for so many of us throughout the years.
At this time, we would like to ask you to join us in welcoming Assistant Principal Ms. Margaret Stanley to the podium to present the valedictorians of the class of 2019.
Would the valedictorians for the class of 2019 please stand and make their way to the podium? The two students standing before you have shown the highest of academic excellence throughout their years at Wheat Ridge High School. The result of this hard work is that both of these students have a grade point average which exceeds 4.5. In addition, they have challenged themselves in every way academically, taking honors and advanced placement courses consistently throughout their high school career. These two students were also able to balance extracurricular activities with their academic success. It is my pleasure to present to you the valedictorians for the class of 2019. As your name is called, please step forward and receive your medallion from Mr. Cooley. Finlay Larsen. And Rory Seidel. Please join me in welcoming our valedictorians to the podium for the valedictorian address.
What makes a farmer so successful? He wakes up early every day, no matter what the weather is, and he sows his wheat. He plows his plots, and he harvests his rewards. Without fail. That's what makes a farmer successful. And life is like a farm. You have to get up, no matter the weather, and plow your wheat. It's a series of decisions. So having a method to help you make decisions is very helpful. When I was a freshman, I was told, don't be yourself, be someone better. That quote has stuck with me since that time. Whenever I try to make a decision, I ask, what would my best self do? What would a farmer do? Everyone sitting or standing here has worked hard for their achievement. Congratulations. For some, success was an endless brawl for top of the class. For some, it was showing up on time, and for some, it was getting a 3 on an AP test somewhere. One thing is common for everyone, the diploma that we're all going to receive at the end of the day. We have all sowed our wheat, and we have all reaped the rewards. In reality, success in your classes does not mean success as a person. You chose to study, you chose to talk to teachers and learn, because education is a gift that you should cherish for the rest of your life. I'd like to welcome Finlay Larsen to the stand.
So, a little loud there. The thing to consider is that challenging yourself is a task that must be taken slowly and wisely. Jumping straight into a difficult task will end only in frustration and lost time, not growth. Many of you might not recognize me, and that's because I came here in my junior year. I came from Lakewood High School, from the International Baccalaureate program there. And while famed for its rigor, the IB program was not what I sought in a high school experience. Rather than this, I sought a different kind of rigor. I sought the rigor of getting a job outside of school, talking with teachers more, and taking new and interesting classes like German. Wheat Ridge was the conduit that allowed me to do this, and I'm sure it was the same for many of you. Unlike many valedictorians graduating this year, neither Rory nor I are going to any Ivy League school. We are taking simple paths to our simple dreams. Again, many of you all are doing the same. Our school system has stressed college to be the most effective path towards success and happiness. And while this may be true for some, there are more paths that we can take towards our personal destiny. Today, those paths begin to diverge. Some of us will finish college, some of us will start businesses, and still others will find their own way off the beaten track. Just as we can encounter challenges on many paths, so too can we find rewards and good experiences. Our growth is not limited to that which is given to us by our school. We do not stop advancing once we stop receiving report cards. Even though we know nothing about the future, there's one constant among all of us. We grow when we quit a job to get a riskier but more fulfilling one. We grow when we move to a new state or city or even country. And we grow when we find someone to love more than anyone else. All of us will experience pitfalls, but we must remind ourselves that these are just bumps in a longer road. Our lives will be tangled knots of risks, returns, failures, and recoveries. It's okay to be nervous, just as it is great to be excited. Today, our teachers, family, and even our fellow classmates send us out into the world on our individual roads. But keep this last thing in mind. Never forget that our roads had to begin somewhere. Many people have helped us overcome the challenges that we have faced, and so too will they and others help in our future endeavors. If I may make one request, please thank those who have helped you get here in these last 14 years, because a victory is never won alone. Thank you. Rory, this way. Rory. It's okay.
There we go. Apparently, there was a collision today at the Each State track meet. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like you to join me in welcoming back, under the direction of Mr. Ryan Placoris, the Chamber Chorale, as they perform "You Will Be Found."
Our next speaker is the class of 2019 honored teacher as voted on by the senior class. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Adam Gooch.
A little embarrassing. All right, first off, I'd like to thank the class of 2019 for this amazing honor. Graduating high school. Wow, what an imperfect journey that was. Take a moment to think about all the missteps and obstacles you had to overcome. Then take a look at where you're sitting. I'm here to tell you more missteps and obstacles await you. But if you spend your energy and focus trying to avoid them, you won't, and you'll miss what's happening right in front of you. We can get so caught up in what we're supposed to do or what we wish we were doing that we don't enjoy or appreciate what's actually going on. So I was driving to work one morning. My students all know that I like to depart from what I'm supposed to be talking about to tell a little story. They probably know this one, but that's okay. So I was driving to work one morning, and I realized I had forgotten my phone. Well, I knew I had time to go back home and get it and get to work in time, so I pulled off the highway and turned around and I went back home. And when I walked into the kitchen, on the kitchen table was my phone, and also sitting there was my 11-year-old son, Cohen. And he was staring out the window at a squirrel or something and eating his cereal, his normal routine. And he looks at me and he's laughing. He said, "You forgot your phone." I said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "Nice job." Something about being old, I don't know. So we're laughing, and I look at it, and there's a missed call from Cohen. So I look at him, and he's still staring out the window, and he said, "Yeah, I called you to tell you forgot your phone." And we're kind of laughing, and then he goes, "The worst part is I was looking at it ringing, and it said Cohen, and I still didn't know what was going on." But you see, Cohen was so caught up in what he was supposed to do, he just lost track of what he was actually doing. It just reminds me that we need to stay present. Be in your life. Be in the life of others. Don't be a spectator who wishes they were a participant. I'll leave you with this. There is not one path to happiness. In fact, I don't think there's a path at all. Happiness is a state of mind, not a destination. Have patience, respect, and love for other people, for Mother Earth, for Father Time, but most importantly, for yourself. Much love to you all. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Googe. At this time, we would like to welcome Zoe Terry and Zoe Welch to the podium as they will deliver this year's senior address.
On behalf of the class of 2019, I'd first like to welcome all faculty, family, friends, and distinguished guests. August 15, 2015, we walked through the doors of Wheat Ridge High School not knowing what the next 4 years were going to bring us. High school threw stuff at us that we probably had no idea was coming, like heartbreaks and crushes and stupid drama. But soon when I start to look back on my high school years, I only want to remember the good stuff. Considering how many people I've lost, friends that faded, and guys that I friend-zoned. So much good came out of the years that I really didn't expect. From friendships I know that will last a lifetime, teachers I'll always love and cherish, in a place that will forever be in my heart. When I look back onto my high school years, all I want to remember are the amazing friends I made and how much of an impact each and every one made on my life. As cheesy as it sounds, I wouldn't have been able to make it through my years in high school if it weren't for my crazy, weird, amazing, supportive classmates. After we all set sail towards the real world, leaving behind so many people and friends will probably be the hardest change for us all. Not seeing the people we saw almost every day for 4 years is something I don't even want to think about. From having classes together, figuring out who's driving to lunch, class barbecues, crazy parties, and so many small moments that we just don't want to end. So for now, let's remember the good stuff, the stuff that shaped us into who we are today. Let's remember our first friends on the first day of school. Let's remember our first love, first heartbreak, first car, or second. And the first day we walked into Wheat Ridge High School. So let's remember our firsts, our seconds, and even our thirds. Let's remember it all, and let's never forget what crazy, weird, good, amazing moments we all had in this high school. Let's remember each other and the crazy, exquisite place that shaped us all. Thank you.
Sorry. Okay, so the last time I gave a speech, it was in front of a large audience as well, including the superintendent of Jeffco at the time. It was televised and all. Halfway through, I passed out and hit the ground. So fingers crossed we get through the whole thing together. And for freshman me, that was an embarrassing experience that I wish had made me invisible at the time. But I'm still here, and so are you. We are both here, in the same place, celebrating the same thing, making it through not just high school, but 12 years of school. And while on the surface, where we are all at right now, might not seem like a big deal. After all, most people graduate. But 12 years is a long time. 12 years is a long time to stay above water and push through grueling classes and challenging teachers. For me, it was always algebra. But school isn't all math class and Turnitin.com. School is years of community, of experiences, and of change. School certainly is years and years of learning. Years of learning that a positive friend group can pull you through anything. Years of learning that failing a test or two won't bring your future to a screeching halt. Learning that everything is transitional, even the seemingly unending 4 years of high school. But I think the most important lessons we learn through all this are the simplest ones. Robert Fulghum says in the last lines of his poem, "All I really need to know I learned in kindergarten, that you need to live a balanced life, learn some and drink some and draw some and paint some and sing and dance and play and work every day some. Take a nap every afternoon. Be aware of wonder. Remember the little seed in the styrofoam cup. The roots go down and the plant goes up, and nobody really knows why or how, but we are all like that. And remember that warm cookies and cold milk are good for you. But through all these lessons, I think it goes without saying that we've all had our fair share of hard experiences and deeply altering events. Whether they happened within the years leading up to graduation or at any point in our lives. You know the one. That event that rattled your core and left you standing there thinking, that's it? How am I ever going to get through this? Whatever came to mind for you, you're here still. It wasn't the end. I know personally 5 years ago, after a major life change, graduating high school seemed unachievable. But it was achievable, for me and for you. Because life is hard. Life is full of bad news happening to us and those we love, to others we don't even know. But now we're done with this chapter of our life. And the fact that you're standing here in the cap and gown is a testament to your strength, courage, and dedication. Whatever your plans are after this ceremony, college, work, service, I want to leave you with a reminder. It will be hard. Be true to yourself. Adapt and change. Be resourceful. Redefine success, raise each other up, and create. Don't ever stop. because good things happen. We will be okay. Life is full of amazing moments and long chapters if we keep an eye out for them. We just have to look. See how I didn't faint this time? Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe and Zoe. I would now like to invite Miss Lisa Burns to the podium to provide us with the scholarship and academic recognition for the class of 2019.
Thank you, Grady. The accomplishments of the class of 2019 are many. It is my pleasure to recognize the following group of students for their outstanding academic achievements. Members of our National Honor Society have maintained a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher and are members in good standing. These students are wearing a gold cord. At this time, I would ask all National Honor Society members to please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. You will notice some of our graduates wearing different color cords denoting academic achievement. The silver cord signifies students who have a cumulative grade point average of 3.8 or higher. Would these students who are wearing silver cords please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. White cords are being worn by graduates who have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.79. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. The pink cords represent graduates who have shown great achievement in music and are members of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Would these graduates please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. The intertwined multicolored cords are worn by graduates who are members of the National Art Honor Society. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. The intertwined purple and silver cords are worn by graduates who are members of the the Warren Tech National Technical Honor Society. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. The blue and gold cords are worn by graduates who are members of the Thespian Honor Society. Would these students please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. The rainbow cords are reserved for those students who have demonstrated proficiency in 2 or more world languages and have been awarded the seal of biliteracy from the state of Colorado and Jeffco schools. Students wearing the rainbow cord, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. The blue, white, and red cords are worn by students who are members of the National French Honor Society. Students who are members and wearing this cord, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Students who are wearing a medal have shown exemplary performance through the GT Center at Wheat Ridge High School. Graduates who are wearing a medal, please stand and be recognized. Be seated. It is with great pleasure and pride that I ask those students who will be entering into a branch of our armed forces to stand and to be recognized. Please remain standing. Remain standing. At this time, I would also like to recognize those in the audience who have served in or are currently serving in a branch of our armed forces. Would those members, past and present, please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service. The groups of students we will be recognizing next are those students who have received college scholarships for their academic and/or athletic achievements. To this date, the senior class has earned in excess of $3 million towards their further education. Would those students who have received scholarships please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Finally, we would like the graduating students who participated in the following programs to please stand and be recognized. Career Explore, STEM students, please stand. Guys, stay standing, you're good. STEM students, if you're a member of STEM and STEAM, please stand. Robotics, Student Senate, Key Club, and Peer Counseling. Congratulations, and please be seated. Those students who participated in the following extracurricular programs, please stand and be recognized. Theater or drama? Newspaper? Yearbook? Instrumental music? Vocal music, the school musical. If you were a cheer or a pom. If you participated in unified sports. If you participated in athletics. Again, one more time for these amazing students. You may be seated.
Please join me in welcoming Mr. Josh Cooley.
I want to start out by apologizing. You've been able to see me up there the whole time, and it should be a beautiful day, and none of you deserve that, so I apologize. But now is the time we've all been waiting for. On behalf of the entire Wheat Ridge High School faculty, staff, administration, and community, I salute you all for your achievements and thank you for your contributions that will remain on the farm forever. Thank you. Yeah, you can clap for that. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Jefferson County School Board member Miss Allie LaSalle and Area Superintendent Mr. Scott Allensworth. Ms. LaSalle and Mr. Allensworth, on behalf of the entire Wheat Ridge High School community, I certify that the class of 2019 has met the requirements set forth by the Jefferson County Public School District. Therefore, it is with great honor and pride that I present to you the class of 2019 and recommend that they be awarded their diplomas.
Mr. Cooley, I am honored to accept the Wheat Ridge High School graduating class of 2019, recognizing that they have met all the requirements as set forth by the Jeffco School Board of Education. Please join me in congratulating the Wheat Ridge High School's 2019 graduates.
Before we begin the fun part here of awarding the diplomas, I would like to remind everyone to be courteous and respectful to each graduate as their name is announced. Please hold your applause and cheers until all graduates have received their diplomas. Thank you. I have to say it. I would also ask Ms. Rossi and Ms. Cladle to take their podiums. You're on the X.
Alexandra Jade Ansbacher. Grady Dean Dietrich. Olivia Phaedra Specknagel. Finlay Donovan Larsen. Rory Griffin Seidel. Zoe Lynn Terry. Zoe Taylor Welch. Madeline Lee Abbott. Brian Kevin Aguilar Frere. Giselle Arasandi Aguilar Frere. Olivia Kathleen Alejano Steele.
Nolan Lawrence Anderson. Max Christopher Ansbacher. Sarah Anthem.
No, I didn't.
Aaron Reichley Arcleese. Juliana Jacine Armijo Zemaripa. Amber Renee Ashford. Chase Abriana Bailey. Zara Nichelle Bailey. Luis Alfredo Barron Elias. Nicholas Aaron Bauman.
Amin Al-Kabani. Jacqueline Alvarez Amaro. Lorenzo Belli. Jai Zoe Yasmin Blackman. Abraham Blanco Anaya. Tanner Jacob Bloomer. Connor Reed Bowman. Jack Beatty Bozick. Tyler Aaron Brake. Jacob Lawrence Earl Bramlett. Francesca Cecilia Briganti. Isabella Lucia Briganti.
Jordan Daniel Bryant. Paul Francis Budoff. His mother and science teacher at Wheat Ridge will be presenting his diploma. Kayana Sapphire Burrell. Melanie Bustos. Michaela Kimberly Butwin. Katharina Anna Campbell Mook. Carson James Capps. Kendra Monique Carrasco. Noah James Castaneda. Dolores Josephine Castillo.
Frank Roman Castillo III. Tia Marie Chamberlain. Raina Louise Charles. Marissa Monique Chapman. Gerardo Chavez. Jace Joshua Chea. Davis Finley Christensen. Faith Gianna Crisp. Jamie Ryan Clampett. Julian Hans Clausen.
Nicole Victoria Collier. Maisie Jane Collins. Sophia Anna Contreras Falico. Caleb Hale Miller Coyne. Tanner McKinley Crouch. Andres Jeffrey Cruz. Devin Allen Cunningham. Kay Elaine Ripalda Cutshaw. Ethan Scott DeHarsh. Isaiah Marcel Dangerfield.
Grace Ann Davidson. Kai Nevin DeGraff. Ariel Daniela De Leon. Juliana Ray Jean De Leon. Leaf Nathaniel Dent. Connor West Denton. Patrick James Arthur DeWitts, Jr. Jack Ryan Donnelly. Matthew James Dragani. Sophia Jean Dressel Martin.
Logan Clark DeFord. Marissa Nicole Duran. Echo Eli Eddy. Casey Matthew Egger. Jade Alexis Urbaugh. Coleman David Erickson. Galilea Estrada Hernandez. Sydney Elaine Urick. Isaac Louis Frederick Fernald. Mario Anthony Fernandez, Jr.
Sienna Kane Fontaine. Alexia Lynn Frank. Shapriza Maritza Fritzler. Evelyn Elizabeth Fuentes. Caden Jonathan Gardner. Maxwell Andrew Gager. Paisley Jane Gehring. Daniel Joseph Gurton. Kenneth Angel Godoy. D'Angelo Matthew Gonzalez.
Viviana Giselle Gonzalez. Annalisa Nicole Grant. Jordan Christopher Gustavus. Oscar Gutierrez. Leah Crystal Guzman. Aiden Emmanuel Haar. Kaylee Lynn Hart. Kyle Lauren Havener. Christian Daniel Hernandez. Mary Shoshue Herring.
Maximilian Joseph Hill. Elizabeth June Hines. Isaac Ivan Hinojos Venegas. Claire Shannon Hoon. Logan Walker Hogue. Anima Hoyt Ramadani. Davis William Holtz. Rosemary Elizabeth Howard. Tanner Jack Howden.
Joseph Donald Huckabee. Pacey Matthew Hubner. Darian Clifton Hunter. Cheyenne Sierra Hung. Daniel Ibarra. Leah Anna Ibarra. Shay Catherine Jackson. Anna Giselle Jeffrey. Carson Douglas Jeffrey. Brendan Andrew Marsiglia Jordan.
Yeah, Brendan!
Kyle Christopher Kastning. John Arisen Adam Kabozi. Elizabeth Marie Kinsey. Cole David Kissel. Katie Brielle Cook. Louise Renee Kogel. Juliana Jean Kareni. Michael Alexander Kovac. Damian Jack Lonalo Lambert Allo. Maya Kennedy Lawrence.
Sophie Calhoun Lulier. Richie Roberto Leonardo. Arlette Lopez Cerda. Peyton James Lorenz. Aaron Isaac Lucero. Anthony Alexander Lucero. Isaiah Matthew Lucero. Marina Elena Luna. Erica Ann Liu. Caitlin Elise Leisure.
Serenity Rose Mandel. Nicholas Anthony Malangon. Nola Evangeline Malangon. Mina Rio Martin. Nathaniel Patrick Martin. Cody Gage Martinez. Jack James Leonard Martinez. Melina Elise Martinez. Francesca Maturo Polo.
Carrick Brian McClellan. Corbin Alex McCrae. Cameron Michael McDaniel. Ryan Elijah Kendall McGrath. Jonathan Joshua Medina. Paulina Delora Medina. Tarius Patrick Omri Meister. Jared James Mendoza. Aaron Matthew Miller. Lily Michaela Nichols.
Joshua Gaston Nordlow. Max Douglas Ogden. Adrian Matthew Olson. Juleza Orozco Rojas. Daniel Joseph Ortega. Brandy Ortiz. Angel Isaac Ovale. Armani J. Pacheco. Drake David Panzer.
Isaiah Matthew Paulus. John Eugene Perez. Liam Joseph Peters. Ryan Casey Peterson. Antonio Pina Dueñas.
Okay. Okay.
Alexander Nikos Plakoris. Frank Joseph Pomponio. Julia Phyllis Pope. Her mother and Spanish teacher at Wheat Ridge will be presenting her diploma. Patrick Paul Pribble. Aiden Harrison Pullen.
Christopher Anthony Quintal. Amber Marie Rael. Marlena Nicole Ramirez. Robert Shepard Randall. Abigail Patricia Rediger. Emily Rose Regner. Natalia Denise Reyes Hernandez. Trinity Peyton Richardson. Janae Lynn Riffle. Paula Rivera Macias.
Ariana Amira Roberts. Blake Thomas Roberts Spindle. Julian Alexander Robinson. Paloma Isabel Rodello. Monica Diana Rodriguez Solano. Abel Angel Rojas. Elena Romero. Noah Isaac Rothermel. Christian Aaron Roybal. Christian Rodrigo Ruiz Balthazar.
Tashanya Acacia Rumley. Logan Robert Ryerson. Ana Isabel Sanchez. Lizea Jariette Sanchez Limas. Morgan Nicole Sanis. Kyle Todd Sawyer. Daniel Anthony Schnebley. Annika Marie Getter Schramm. Zachariah Panarotti Severance. Julia Marilee Shipley.
Bryce Antonio Shudo. Joseph Sisto Silva III. Carla Yvette Silva. Evelyn Ann Singleton. Jennifer Eve Smith. Karen Solis Diaz. Savannah Ann Spalding. Kayla Rain Spencer. Solomon James Sonneborn.
Rosemary Ann Sponable. Torin Lee Story. Nicholas Lloyd Strunk. Madeline Ray Swainston. Ethan Ryan Shakusky. Elizabeth Love Tankersley Clark. Anthony Stefano Tate. Cara Lynn Tischelbout. Kimberly Angela Tierney. Seth Edward Torgeson.
Eden Emmy Torres. Nicholas Anthony Chikarico. Sierra Trujillo. Brianna Alexis Tucker. Samuel Harrison Umberger. Annalicia Irene Valdez. Nevea Valtiera. Zeke Mitchell Scott Van Tile. Julia Lee Vaughn. Rachel Marie Vella.
Yamalex Venzer Arona. Leslie Anayi Villalobos. Araya Lee Wilde. Taylor Danae Willett. Brissa Marie Williams. Yuling Huang.
Zoe Ann Womble. Alan Michael Weiss. His uncle and business teacher at Wheat Ridge will be presenting his diploma. Isabella Ray Young. Izir Elijah Young.
Graduates, please stand.
You ready?
Okay. Ready? Oh, wait, where are we going?
I don't know.
Class of 2019.
Class of
Class of
2019.
Please turn your tassels from right to left. We did it.
Congratulations.